Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the show and feeling a little bit better. So let's get back to some news. We're going to start with college football. We're going to cover all the transfer portaling and just kind of shit's happening right now in college football. So let's start with stuff from On3 Sports. So USC true freshman, 5-star quarterback, Hussein, or how you say his first name, Longstreet. He's planning to enter the NCAA transfer portal as well, following Greg Biggins' toe report. Man, bet Lane Kiffin's going to be wasting zero time since he ain't going to get Damon Williams, which we'll talk about. I don't think Lane Kiffin's going to be wasting any time. I think he's going to go after him. 5-star QB's too good to wait 2 years and develop. They either do this dumb shit or go get eaten alive as a true freshman starter. But I'll guarantee you Lane Kiffin ain't wasting any time. He's going to go after him. I've seen this before with Malachi Nelson. I've seen this before. But he probably know Malachi Nelson. Maybe he's actually good and he just want to go somewhere else. But is there really a point in recruiting high school quarterbacks anymore? Because they can't wait a year or two to develop. So yeah, he's entering the transferring portal. Washington quarterback Damon Williams. He announced that he will return in 2026. I have so many questions. So he signs a deal that comes out. He's entering the transferring portal, but now he's coming back. I don't know. What a shit show, man. This has been. Bro saw Washington was serious about that legal action. His own fan base doesn't even like him anymore. So he calls himself an agent. Team respect, NFL coaches and team respect, fan respect, and his current coaches respect just to return. Pendeo face. So yeah, sources said that he'd been in dialogue throughout the day. He was leaning towards a return, but now it's official. He's staying about an hour later. Alabama wide receiver Isaiah Horton. He plans to enter the NCAA transferring portal. Sorry, I dropped my phone. So Isaiah Horton is transferring. So I guess, man, he was actually good. That's kind of a, for Alabama fans, it hurts. He's definitely replaceable, but he's still damn good. Kentucky should go after him. Utah star transfer edge rusher John Henry Daly has committed to Michigan. The Utah transfer. And he's obviously rated really high because he's good. We'll see if he's ready for the start of the season. I forgot he was injured. But, I think last year he had 48 tackles, 11.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Massive pickup here, the number 4 player in the On3 portal rankings. Oklahoma is hiring Jason Witten as its next tight end coach. We talked about that in the NFL news I did earlier today. Trent Dilfer, he's returning to Lipscomb Academy, Tennessee as a head football coach. So he's returning back to high school coaching. Can't make this shit up. Florida transfer quarterback DJ Lagway has committed to Baylor, going from the SEC to Baylor. Man, in the Big 12, he's probably about to put up some numbers in the Big 12. He saw those Big 12 defenses, so he decided to go there. For seeing the SEC defenses, he said, "Nah, I want to go to the Big 12." Can't blame him. He'll probably have more success there. I think this is it from On3. So let's move on here. So let's see what we got here from Hayes Fawcett. So Michigan defensive back Brandon Hillman is entering the transfer portal. Appearing 32 games. He's appearing 32 games in his time with Michigan. He was an All Big Ten selection. 49 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and an INT in 2025. So he's entering the transferring portal. NC State standout. Transfer offensive tackle standout. Jacarius Peak is committed to South Carolina. He's the number 3 player, number 1 offensive tackle in the On3 portal rankings. So he's going to South Carolina. Imagine being able to go wherever you want and choosing fucking South Carolina. Poor kid. Number 3 player, you could have went to a better school. I guess we're about to talk about that. Penn State transfer due time. Xavier Gilman's committed to Tennessee. He'll have 3 years of eligibility. Excuse me. North Carolina edge transfer edge Tyler Thompson is committed to Louisville. Total 26 tackles, 7 sacks, 8 TFLs, and 2 forced fumbles in 2025. Was 4th in the ACC in sacks. 85 PFF grade, highest on the team, so he's committed to Louisville. From the transfer portal account, Michigan offensive lineman Ty Haywood plays near the transfer portal. He was a top 50 recruit in the 2025 class. Texas A&M transfer tight end Theo Mellon Orstrom is committed to SMU. He totaled 352 yards and 3 TDs in his time with the Aggies. Ohio standout transfer receiver Chase Hendricks is committed to Cal. He totaled 71 receptions for 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns, 13th nationally in receiving yards. Cal signing right wide receivers who can ball out, man. They have Jacob DeJesus, Chase Hendricks. They're gonna have an elite team, man. Don't forget the running backs like JKS. He's gonna have a phenomenal year too. I can guarantee that. Kansas transfer safety Raleigh Rawls has committed to Arizona State, who have 1 year of eligibility left. TCU transfer running back Nate Palmer is committed to Wisconsin. Texas transfer Leonel Lefu has committed to Colorado, 130 tackles, 3 sacks, 5 PDs, and 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception his time with the Longhorns. LSU transfer D lineman Zon Williams has committed to Texas. I thought it said Zon Williamson. So Oklahoma transferring back Taylor Tatum is signed with Michigan. He was the number 1 running back in the 2024 class. He will transfer to Michigan. LSU true freshman D lineman Walter Matthews Jr. is entering the transfer portal. Will have 3 years of eligibility. USC transfer corner Braylon Connolly is committed to Georgia. Who have 3 years of eligibility left. Georgia Tech transfer Isaiah Kenyon is committed to Georgia. Who have 2 years of eligibility, going from the little bro to the big bro. Texas true freshman receiver Jamie French had plans to enter the transfer portal. Have 4 years of eligibility left. Was one of the top receivers in the 2025 class. Texas edge Zena Umuzulo plans to enter the transfer portal. He'll have 3 years of eligibility left. We already talked about DJ Lagway. LSU defensive back Jaden Gilbert is entering the transfer portal. He'll have 1 year of eligibility left. 142 tackles, 8 pass deflections, 1.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 3 INTs in his college career. Colorado transfer edge London Merritt has committed to Clemson. Oregon transfer wide receiver Kyler Casper is committed to BYU. He'll have 2 years of eligibility left. Arizona State transfer offensive tackle Josh Atkins is committed to Missouri. He'll have 1 year of eligibility left. South Carolina transfer edge Jaylen Brown is committed to LSU. He'll have 3 years of eligibility left. Penn State transfer linebacker Keon Wiley is committed to Virginia Tech. 2 years of eligibility left. We talked about Jaden Woods. He re-signed for the 2026 season for the Gators. Big Nose West Virginia transfer. Defensive lineman Hammond Russell IV has committed to Wisconsin. Auburn transfer. Defensive lineman Malik Blockton is committed to LSU. Arizona State transfer running back Raleigh Brown is committed to Texas. A huge commitment there. For Texas, he totaled 1,380 yards and 6 touchdowns in 2025. So a huge commitment there for Texas to get him. Memphis transfer quarterback Arrington Maiden is committed to JMU. He'll have 3 years of eligibility left. Obviously, we talked about Raleigh Brown. Wisconsin transfer linebacker Christian Allegro has committed to Ohio State. Oklahoma transfer Marcus Stokes committed to Clemson. West Florida transfer quarterback Marcus Stokes has committed to Memphis. He was a finalist for the Harlan Hill D2 Heisman Award. Total 3,664 yards and 40 touchdowns this season. I believe that's all from Hayes Fawcett. Taj White's committed to Colorado. South Carolina DB return specialist Bakari Swain is re-signed and will return in 2026. Utah State transfer receiver Brady Pagan has committed to Utah. I believe that's all here from Hayes Fawcett. Let's see what we have here from the transfer portal account. Tennessee and Josh Heupel are training for another top transfer portal prospect. Pete Nakos reports. So let me get Grok here. According to Grok, the Post reports Tennessee surging interest in Arizona State transfer quarterback Sam Leavitt after his January 7th official visit to Tennessee. Positioning the Volunteers as a legitimate contender. I read that for you from Grok, so you don't have to read this shit behind a paywall. Louisiana transfer offensive tackle Bryant Williams has committed to Arkansas. One team is trending for Vanderbilt standout transfer Trey Richardson. Let me pause and get to Grok and read some. So like it says here, one program is merging for Trey Richardson. It shows interest from Texas, Georgia, Florida, Louisville, South Carolina, with confirmed visits to Louisville and Texas. I guess it means not really much here, but it doesn't say which team is trending, but there's a bunch of teams interested. Memphis offensive lineman Josiah Clemens is committed to Arkansas. Michigan, Ole Miss, LSU, Miami, Tennessee, South Carolina, and others are surging for elite transfer portal prospects. Well, Michigan, I think I already went over it. Colorado State transfer linebacker Owen Long is committed to Arizona State. He led the NCAA in tackles this season with 151 tackles. Vanderbilt edge Linus Zunk has committed to Washington State. Louisville safety Corey Gordon is visiting Kansas on Friday. He's also lining up an SEC and ACC visit. Texas State defensive tackle Jordan Sanders placed near the transfer portal. ECU transfer running back London Montgomery is committed to Florida. A total of 742 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns this season. Kennesaw State corner Jericho Washington Jr. is committed to Boise State. Michigan safety Brandon Hillman placed into the transfer portal. Everything everyone over that. Syracuse transfer quarterback Ricky Collins has signed with Kennesaw State. Oof. Man, he's ass. Arkansas offensive tackle Bubba Craig, what a name, is entering the transfer portal with 2 years of eligibility remaining. Wide receiver Donovan Fappel is going from New Mexico State to Arkansas. Texas State transfer quarterback Mitch Griffiths is committed to ECU. Michigan true freshman DB Jaden Sanders plans near the transfer portal. Penn State defensive lineman, I think we already talked about that. Louisville transfer quarterback Deuce Adams has committed to Wisconsin. Kent State transfer wide receiver Cade Wolford is committed to Cincinnati. Kentucky's transfer DB Quashede Scott has signed with South Carolina. Georgia Tech and Brent Key are set to host a transfer portal quarterback. Appalachian State transfer quarterback J.J. Cole is signed with FIU. Arkansas offensive tackle Keyshawn Blackstock is nearing the transfer portal. Coastal Carolina QB Tad Hudson has entered the transfer portal. Mississippi State corner Javen Williams has entered the NCAA transfer portal. LSU transfer wide receiver Teron Francis is committed to West Virginia. UCF transfer defensive lineman Rodney Laura has signed with Purdue. And Oklahoma State transfer offensive tackle Nuku Mafi has committed to Purdue. So 2 Purdue commits. Oklahoma transfer offensive tackle Logan Howland is committed to Virginia Tech. Oklahoma offensive lineman transfer Luke Belenko is visiting Kansas State. ACU defensive tackle Zion Wilson plans to enter the transfer portal. Kansas safety, we already talked about that. Ohio State is set to host a top transfer portal target in the near future. Iowa transfer running back Jazeen Patterson is signed with Michigan State. California University defensive lineman has been at Cincinnati. Josh Who. Boston College transfer linebacker Davion Crouch has committed to Kansas. Eugene Hilton, wide receiver, will return to Wisconsin next season. LSU transfer defensive lineman Zon Williams, we were talking about that. Brock Glenn's going from Florida State to Western Kentucky. Kentucky transfer Harley Gilmore is committed to Louisville Trader. Defensive lineman Cody Siegler is going from Arkansas State to Auburn. Auburn defensive lineman Amari Williams is committed to Georgia. Corner Braden Lee going to Arkansas from Maryland. Brandon White, wide receivers enter the portal. LSU edge C.J. Jackson's enter the portal. Texas transfer backer, we were talking about him. Tim Griffin is visiting Cincinnati. Georgia safety Darian Maddox plans near the transfer portal. Offensive lineman Jaheim Buchanan's going from FIU to TCU. Louisiana transfers Alan Perry's committed to Cincinnati. Mercer, all-conference receivers, committed to Toledo. Dallas Vakale is going from Utah to Penn State. LSU, Walter Mathis plays near the portal. Dylan Jones, Wisconsin running backs near the portal. Anthony Jones going from UCLA to Nebraska. But yeah, we damn near went over everything here. LSU safeties entering the portal. Something Gordon, Kane Mack going from Penn State to NC State. But yeah, that's really all I got. Montavian Quisenberry going to Louisville and Penn State, a 4-star recruit, receiver. Mac out there in the portal. That's all I say. Peace. Leave a like and subscribe for more on this shit.